Hey everybody, Zach from 92 here. Going to continue where I left off on this for quite some time ago. Off camera, I've been shiny hunting for ages in my Pokemon X version. Since I got the unboxing, that's the day I started doing the shiny hunt. I still haven't been successful, and just want to let everyone know, including Nintendo and Game Freak, that every music that's in this does not belong to me. It belongs to you guys. Does not belong to me. Just trying to shiny hunt for Froakie in my X version. While at the same time, I'm also shiny hunting for a Rowlet in my Ultra Moon. Still no luck yet, so it's on a side as well. I'm going to be doing both, but just X version on the video itself. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit so you guys can get some music. Alright. Kind of muffled just because this is the new Nintendo 2DS and the speakers are for some reason on the bottom half of the system, which kind of makes no sense, but no, this is the loudest the system gets right here. It's not the loudest thing ever, but yeah, man, it's been ages since I felt like I had a shiny. It's been since my Torchic, which is now a Combuskin, and I haven't even gotten to play it in ages as well, my Alpha Sapphire, because I've been shiny hunting so long on multiple versions that it's kind of make me feel like I'm going to go mad if I don't find at least one shiny. Off camera though, I've been only checking the stats after I get done talking with everybody instead of going to battle, because it's much quicker. But for the top screen, since it doesn't show anything for Pokemon stat-wise, like it would be like an Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or Sun and Moon, I'm going to have to go to the battle scene with Shauna to see if it's even going to be a shiny for you guys to see. So I'm not really looking forward to the battle thing, just because I could potentially not tell if it's a shiny right away. Because if I did it by stat-wise, by checking like the status menu, it wouldn't be as exciting for you guys. To me, I wouldn't really care as long as I get to see the shiny. Like, I'm gonna do it like right now for just this one time. Let's see, it's not shiny yet. It'd be right down there if it were, like in terms of the actual. If you want to know its nature, that was naughty, but let's see. Okay. Soft reset. If you guys want to know how to soft reset on the Generation 6 in 7 games, it's L and R and start at the same time. Make sure you save right before you start talking to the groups in Pokemon X and Y, and right before in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, that you save right before you enter the grass to get your getting attacked by a young goose. So that way you can actually get the fastest time to get to the starter. I've been wanting to get into my adventure on X for so long now, but I probably won't be far off until the next shiny hunt on this version I'm going to be doing, because as soon as I get this one, hopefully soon, I'm going to be trying to get a shiny Charmander in this version as well, because that's the starter I'm going to choose. I think because in my Y version I chose Squirtle for Blastoise, but these are my original X and Y versions that I had years ago when I unboxed it on my channel for its minute launch. This X version is my most recent, and it's pretty much the only other version of X I've actually had. So my original X I had at Froakie as well. No luck on the Ultra Moon yet. At least the good side about the Pokemon games is that they usually always have really good music, so that's really good. But yeah. For Ultra Moon, though, here I'm going to take this up real quick. This is where you're supposed to save an Ultra Moon, and then start up the save beforehand, and then you start from there with the cutscenes. But yeah, from there it's just keep on trying to hunt. This even takes even longer than X and Y, man. But I think the original Sun and Moon is actually even longer than this. It's both longer than Ultra Sun and Moon and this. But, yeah. Let's see if I can get this camera to stay still. Okay. Sorry if you can't hear anything or if it's too loud. I'm not sure. I really can't tell until this video's over with. I'm not sure if I want to do as long as I did the other time, which I think was like an hour long for you guys, which I'm not sure if you guys liked me just babbling on while waiting for a shiny Pokemon. But I hate doing it this way just because it takes much longer to tell if it's a shiny. Hello, Shauna. Cool. I'd rather be battling Serena. Because that way I'd actually get a challenge. You're too easy, Shauna. That would be horrible if your rival got the shiny. Ah, no sparkles. Man, I really don't like doing it this way just because it's so hard to tell a Froakie's shiny form because it doesn't really start changing its color until it becomes a Frogadier. But Greninja's definitely the big difference in color scheme. It looks really cool as a shiny. It reminds me of how Charizard looked when it became a shiny. But I believe it was like a gold, silver, and crystal when it was its original shiny color. I think it was like a purplish color with like green. No, not green. Oh, I can't remember what the inside of its wings were in those games. But I remember they changed it to a black with the reds inside of the wings because it looked really, really cool. Much better than a purple Charizard. Sorry if you see the screen shaking, that's just me clicking the A button, or the B button, to mash the words to make it go quicker. So if I ever get any shinies between these two versions I'm playing currently at the same time. So no Rowlet yet. Reset. Okay. The music's so good. Goodbye, you two. Hopefully, I won't see you for a while if this actually is a shiny. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if my trainer badge says anything. Yeah, this actually shows my original start date. Wow, that's been that long? Already? Oh, I'm thinking of Ultra Moon. Man, Ultra Moon I started earlier this month. This one I started way back in March 9th. I can't believe it's been that long already. Man, time really went by fast. But I really cannot wait until I actually get a shiny. Little A. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, my character's name is Ash. I've always nicknamed my trainer Ash, because Ash is my favorite character in anime, because to me, he's a really cool trainer, and he has its moments when he's not very bright, for sure, but his battling skills is pretty great still. No sparkles. I'm glad I have the sound all the way up so I can actually hear, just in case if there are any. Bling, 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 bling. Blomp. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. You know, I've been kind of really excited for it, though. I'm not sure if I really wanted to make a reaction video on it, but I was really excited to see the newest trailer for Christopher Robin. I'm actually excited to finally see something live-action Disney-related that's actually good and not horrible like the remakes they've been doing for the past, 5+ years. I'm not into their remakes, and I'm not looking forward to any of them. Because I just want them left alone as cartoons. Because Disney, I just don't trust them. They're a pretty poor company in a lot of reasons. But Christopher Robin has really good promise to it. A good story, voice cast. They're bringing Jim Cummings back, and it was kind of neat to see Brian Hall react to the trailer, and then because he's been doing voices for ages on YouTube now, for at least a couple of years. And I think I've been subbed to him for at least a year or so. And what's really cool is that Brian Hall is actually a Christian, so that's definitely one of the best parts. Oh, nope, 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 can't check there. Cannot check there. Phew. Get tempted too much. But yeah, the movie Christopher Robin I want to see, and I'm kind of skeptical on The Incredibles 2. It looks good in a lot of ways, but a lot of, like, ness in it so far. And I'm kind of worried on that, so I'll have to see what it looks like in theaters before I give it my final rating. No sparkle. But then there's the, what was it? I forget what I was saying. So I know there was another movie I was wanting to see. Whoops. Okay. I don't think that ruins anything. Not sure if I want to make this one like half an hour or an hour long. I'm not really sure. It all depends on when the shiny wants to appear. But anyways. The thing is, when I started playing Pokemon games ages ago, I've always nicknamed my character Ash. There was one time I wanted to try it with my name. I played it for a tad bit and see if I would like it. I didn't. I didn't like having my own name whatsoever as the main character, because it just felt odd to me since I'm so used to using Ash's name. Because my first Pokemon game ever was Gold version for Johto, but for the anime I have been with Pokemon since the beginning. Since I am technically age-wise older than Pokemon, but I just for the anime I started with the first season with Pikachu I Choose You. And then the cards I started with I think like the first couple of sets, so like base set, Jungle, Fossil. Oh man, my allergies are kicking in. Whew. Oh, sorry, camera. I really do wish I had a capture card and like a little face cam too, so I can just show you guys my reactions to these. Capture cards are just too expensive. I cannot afford them. Yeah, you see me like pay for a lot of things that aren't exactly cheap, but they're still roughly either the same price or a little cheaper. Things I'd rather get first before getting you equipment, just for the reason I really like the items that I'm trying to get. Come on, be shiny. That's a no. Okay. Okay, Nose, you can stop it now. Oh, you see my Sonic shirt. Wish it didn't take long to get to the... There we go. Come on, 2DS. There it goes. Man, it takes forever to load. Granted, though, this cartridge has been on since I've gotten this 2DS and the game. It's been off maybe a handful of times since then, just to give it some of a break, but Nintendo's products just handle so well, so I never really had too many issues with them, other than my X and Y 3DS Extra Large, which is now breaking. I've had that thing for almost 5 years. I can't believe that X and Y is almost 5 already. Wow, it just felt like it was just like last year that we got X and Y. Oh, come on. Don't start going crooked on me now. There we go. So, I do not want a nickname. Oh, that's also another thing. I've never really liked nicknaming my Pokemon. That's another thing that I kind of noticed with Ash, that he's never nicknamed his Pokemon either. I just never really cared to nickname. I can probably come up with some good nicknames, I just choose not to. hoping that the new Pokemon games aren't going to be that Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, because that just sounds stupid. As a Pokemon fan as I am, I would be disappointed if they do by that name. I don't want to go back to Kanto yet. I grew up with Gen 1, and I love Kanto. I love Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Fire Red, Leaf Green. I love all those versions. Been to Kanto way too many times. I'm ready for, like, Diamond and Pearl remake. So badly. It's been 11 years since Diamond and Pearl. And still haven't gotten a remake. Granted, we had Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but that's already been almost 4 years. And I'm ready for another remake. That's what I would really like to see first on the Switch than anything. A remake. Because you know that Diamond and Pearl was a really big selling game for the DS. Though I think Heart Gold and Silver probably destroyed it. But Platinum was really great. Now if they implemented a lot of like a Platinum story rather than Diamond and Pearl, but still make it Diamond and Pearl remake, that'd be awesome. Or like, I don't know how they would do that though. Maybe do the Giratina origin thing at the post-game or something with Cyrus where he returns or something like that. I'm not sure. No nickname, please, 'cause I do not care for nickname. I forgot what it's going to say. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Pokemon Go was definitely a letdown when it came out. I was disappointed. I think I played it for like a month and then I got incredibly bored. So I'm hoping they don't base its gameplay off that at all, from what I've been hearing and reading. Because that would be a really bad mistake on Game Freak's part. There was nothing wrong with the formula they had back in Gens 1 through 6. Gen 7, though a lot of good things came out of it, a little bit of downsides to it as well. I was expecting more from Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Shiny hunting has become probably the best part of Gen 7. In terms of like it legitimately getting them a little bit quicker. But still, you know, hard work. See, there it goes. I haven't played my Y version in ages. I wonder how my Pokemon are doing. Like, I can't remember who he was on my team. On my Y version, though, I did get a shiny there a couple years ago. And that's actually what got me into shiny hunting. In 2016, somewhere around, I think, the summertime. I was just in a friend safari, and I just beat the game, I think, recently after that. Before that, and so I went to the friend safari to capture some Pokemon. And I was looking for a Swanna, specifically a female Swanna. Because I'm a person who likes to get a Pokemon that looks like its design, so I look for Pokemon that, since Swanna looks feminine, I obviously choose to look for a female Swanna. And of course, 1 in the morning, I was incredibly tired. I was still in the friend safari, trying to just find a female Swanna, and all of a sudden, boom, a shiny female Swanna appeared, and that's got me into shiny hunting. Then I watched YouTubers on YouTuber videos on YouTube, shiny hunt, like Candy Eevee, I think her name is Safe Achu? I'm not sure, it's supposed to be something like Raichu. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right. Then there was A-Drive with his Cyndaquil fail. That was probably one of the funniest videos. Him and also watching his succeed at finding the Suicune. That was a very funny video as well. But so far, my longest shiny hunt was that's successful, that is, was the Charmander for my Fire Red version. That took a year and a half almost. And it's almost been 2 years since my shiny hunting for Charmander and my Omega Ruby, and I still haven't played that in ages. No, Ho-Oh that I got from that previous shiny video hasn't been raised that much more since I got it, and I want to raise it more, but shiny hunting takes so much time. Some people give up, and I've been tempted several times to give up. But I'm like, in my head, it's worth it to get it in the end. It's worth it to get a shiny. Something incredibly rare without using cheats. But yeah, just to kind of show you. No cheats. This is a new Nintendo 2DS XL. There's no like Game Shark or anything like this on here. I don't cheat. I think I have used Game Sharks on Pokemon Diamond and Pearl when it was new. But other than that, I did like the walkthrough wall cheats, get Darkrai and Shaman and Arceus. But I since then thought it was too cheap, and I kind of stopped it since. But that Diamond and Pearl that I've had ages ago are gone. Especially my poor Pearl version. I can tell you a story on that while I'm doing this. I got Pokemon Diamond and Pearl for my birthday in 2007, I believe. I think it was both. Yeah, it was both. And I went to school with I think Pearl version, because I didn't have two Nintendo DSs, so I had to keep one with me. I think I was further in Diamond, so I was trying to get further in Pearl. And one of my so-called friends at the time wanted to borrow my Pearl version that I just got. Back then, I was gullible and very way too trustworthy at the time. Now I don't trust anybody but Jesus himself. And that is it. No joke. But anyway, what happened was I let him borrow it, and my mom wasn't exactly too happy at that time. But I couldn't blame her, because I was stupid of me to do that. And I never got that Pearl version back. I let him borrow it, and he supposedly said that he'd give it to me this one day, and the next day, and the next day, and never did. So I went to his house, and from what I remember, I don't remember seeing anyone in the house at all. I didn't go in, but I knocked on the door, and I looked through the window. And also look through the screen door, because it's like a screen door, you can see through it. No one was in there that I could tell. So I left, and about maybe a couple weeks later, maybe a month or so later, I went to my local game store, and I found a Pearl version there without its box. And I was pretty sure, now I could be wrong, but I was very positive that he sold my Pokemon Pearl version to that store. So years went by, and he finally told me I could get you your Pearl version back. I was told him, nah, no thanks. I got a new one. Don't worry. I wasn't really mad for years or anything like that, but when he brought it back up, I did get mad again, because I kind of forgot about it by that point, and then we got remembered about something that I didn't want to remember. I was pretty upset, but that was by the time I think Black and White came out. So I think I was in freshman high school when I let him borrow it, and he never gave it back, and I think it was I was in senior year, and that's when he told me that he could give me it back or buy me a new one, but it was kind of too late. But I've had stuff stolen from me before several times, so it's not really a first time. Like my own father. I haven't seen my dad more than 2 or 3 times my whole life growing up. The last time I seen him was 13 years ago. I know he's still alive. Though I follow God's law, so I don't hate him. I do love my father, but incredibly disappointed in him. But he has stolen back some movies that he bought me one time because I told him no about a question that he had, and then he left, and that was the last time I seen him. He took my movies that he purchased for me when I was 13. Yeah, it did kind of irritate me at the time. But growing up, I always was taught that Jesus is our real Father. Might not be our biological father, but he is our heavenly Father, and I am grateful that God has been there for me throughout my life, and blessed that he is the one who cares about me, unlike my biological one. I know they got a little kind of intense there, guys and girls, but I'm kind of running out of ideas to things to talk about. Okay, let's get a little bit more positive. There was a movie I was wanting to see, other than The Incredibles 2 and Christopher Robin. What was it? I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. I don't know for sure if I want to see Illumination's version of The Grinch, just because I really love the Jim Carrey live-action one and the original one. I'm not sure if seeing another one would be a good idea. Just for the sake of, like, ooh, my finger just popped. Because, though for some reason a lot of people hate the Jim Carrey version, I thought that version was really, really well done. A lot better than the Cat in the Hat. And I was guilty, I did like the Cat in the Hat live action once. And then rewatching the review for it, watching the Nostalgia Critics review on it, and remembering a lot of the scenes from that movie, I don't understand why I ever saw in that movie. But The Grinch was just a much better live adaptation of a classic cartoon. And it's pretty rare when they can actually do that well, and I thought it was really done well. I'm also hoping for the new Smash Bros. To be a new game, because I'm tired of seeing people saying it's a port. And as a Switch owner and Wii U owner, I am kind of annoyed and feel kind of ripped off that Nintendo wants to just port all these games from the Wii U to the Switch, just so that way they can give those games a little bit extra life. I'm like, well, it's not really Nintendo's fault. I don't fully blame them. I mean, the only thing I could really blame them for is just the advertising, and that's it. Because people had 5 years to get the Wii U, and it was not a failure. It had 5 long years alive, and that's the average lifespan of a console. And though it didn't sell well like the GameCube, it was a great console, just like the GameCube. I still think that the Wii U definitely deserves more love than hate. There's still good exclusives for the Wii U, like the Wonderful 101, Nintendo Land, Paper Mario Color Splash, which is actually a very good game, Smash Bros. Wii U, Super Mario 3D World. What was it? Here's another. Oh, can I see? Pikmin 3. Oh yeah, Star Fox Zero. What am I forgetting? That one. That's one of my favorites. Then there's Yoshi's Woolly World. I'm still counting as a Wii U exclusive. 3DS ports are lower versions and not as well made, because it's meant for the Wii U. So counting that one as still Wii U only. Then there's Wii Party U, which is actually a very good game. And if you don't believe me, watch the Runaway Guys / I should say Chugga Conroy's second channel. Him and his friends did a little Let's Play of it, and it's really fun. That game is insanely fun. My family and I have been playing that game for like New Year's Eve, Christmas time, all that kind of stuff since it came out. And we've had fun with that game ever since. And then there's also Super Mario Maker. 3DS version was a really interesting port to say the least. And I don't know why people want it on the Switch, because it would not work. Because you would have to use it in dock mode for the actual, use of the game, because it would be a lot more difficult using a stick than it would be, in motion for that matter, than using a touchscreen, which it was meant for. I'm still going to count Zombie U as a Wii U exclusive, even though it was ported to Xbox One and PS4. The main reason is because of the fact that it was implementing the Wii U gamepad a lot, and seeing how my friend plays it on his Xbox One, you can definitely see the big differences. The graphics have not changed between the two. Honestly, I don't see any difference between those two versions. So I've seen them both live and in person, and they both look exactly the same graphically. So graphics can't be the difference. It's usually like how they used the gamepad, which was a lot better to use. Then they also had the exclusive multiplayer mode only for the Wii U version. Then I'm still going to count Sonic Lost World, which is a very, very underrated Sonic game. And a lot of people can hate me for this, but I really like Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. It has its problems, yes, for sure. But it's been patched quite a bit, not too long after the game's launch, maybe a few months, so it's not too far off. And I thought it was a really good patch, because it fixed a lot of frame rate issues, some bugs and glitches. And I just really liked Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Besides, I liked the combat, and the graphics were actually pretty nice, to be honest. The only things I didn't really like were like the voice cast for Shadow. Sonic was just fine, but Shadow's, oh man, it was horrible. Let's see. Try to remember. Oh, there's Mario Tennis Ultra Smash as well. A lot of people think that it's the worst one yet, but they forget that the original Mario Tennis was just like Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Didn't have that much bonus things to use or do, but played very well still. The original and the Ultra Smash. But I'm definitely looking forward to Aces for sure on the Switch. It looks really good. Oh, what an itch. What's really cool about the Wii U is that you can use Virtual Console for the DS, some DS games, some Game Boy Advance games, and Wii games. I was more excited about the DS games and the GBA games than any of the others on the Wii U, because they have the Mega Man Battle Network games for the Game Boy Advance, but for some reason don't have the Mega Man Star Force games for the DS on the Wii U. Because that was the one I was excited to see if they would come out with, but they never did. I mean, Mega Man Star Force is my favorite Mega Man game franchise of all time. Star Force 3 being my favorite Mega Man game ever. Has the best story, characters, really nice visuals, gameplay is just amazing. A lot of extras you could do and collect. I got so far in my original Star Force 3 that I think I almost completed it, like 100%, but it was... Thankfully I didn't get to check the stats. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse was also exclusive for the Wii U. That was actually a pretty good game. Then there was Wind Waker HD, which is a really nice HD remaster. Twilight Princess HD was kind of like a pointless remaster, to be honest. They could have done a lot better with that one. I've seen the visual difference, but it still wasn't good. The game itself was fun, and it was just fine. And it played very similarly to Wind Waker HD, to the gamepad features, that is. And that's practically all I could say really that was good about it. And the amiibo of Wolflink was really cool. But minus that, it was kind of pointless to have it in 3 generations. GameCube, Wii, and Wii U. It was kind of stupid. They could have waited until, you know, stronger hardware, or slightly stronger anyway, which is the Switch. They could use that, then use the hyper-realistic engine that they had for the Wii U's demo mode back in like 2011. They could easily use that one, because I think it would have looked amazing if they did that. But I hope Nintendo does go back to the old formula of the 3D Zelda games. So from like Ocarina of Time all the way to Twilight Princess, all those games done it really well. And I think Breath of the Wild was very underwhelming, to be honest. A lot of things I didn't like in it. Gameplay was just fine, I guess, for the most part. It was fun to explore for a while, but then it got incredibly boring. I don't know. I just really wish that Breath of the Wild was better. I think there's also personal reasons why I just don't like it. I don't want to get into it, but it just was a very disappointing Zelda game. Probably the most disappointing ones that I've played in ages. Because at first I thought Twilight Princess was, but I got further in that game and that was actually incredible. So Wind Waker I have beaten Twilight Princess, I have beaten Ocarina of Time, but I've never beaten Majora's Mask. I need to beat that one. Oh, come on, Froakie. Please be shiny. I really want to find you as a shiny, please. Please and thank you. I'm also hoping that, I forgot what their name is. Shinzaru Games? Or Shinzaru? I don't know how to pronounce it. The owner of Sly Cooper now, instead of Sucker Punch, which is kind of stupid. But these great things that Sly 4 was amazing, so I'm hoping they do a Sly 5 before the PlayStation 4's lifespan ends, because I've heard rumored that's either supposed to be ended this year or in 2019. They're running out of time for a new Sly game. They better show something off on E3. Sly Cooper is my favorite PlayStation character of all time, and I really want to see him come back. Well, not come back, he is back technically, but hasn't had a game in a few years, and I'm ready for a new one. I don't want to wait another like 10 years. It took him so long, almost what, 8-9 years for Sly 4 to release after 5, and after 3, I mean. And that was kind of inexcusable, but at least Sly 4 was amazing, with some minor frame rate issues and loading times. Pretty much the only things I didn't like on it. But I'm really excited for Spyro Reignited Trilogy when it comes out on PS4. I'm a person who likes exclusives, and I was praying that Spyro would be exclusive, since Crash wasn't, which was very disappointing. But a lot of people think that having multiple platforms makes it better, but I'm like, well, there's a reason why they have consoles. So people buy their system for their games, that's not on any others. It's kind of the point of exclusives, and that's why I really like it. Because that would get me to buy their console. And that's why it took me so long to buy a 360, because there wasn't hardly any games on it, and the only things I like from them is Halo. And I have almost every Halo that I care for, except for the Halo Wars, which I don't care for. Halo Wars was kind of a boring game. I have Halo 1 Remake. I don't have the original Halo 1 because it just won't play on my 360 for some reason. But I have Halo 2 and it works just fine with no issues. And then I have Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Reach, Halo 4. They're all really cheap now, so I'm glad that I was able to get them for good prices. They got all the Sly games except for the PS Vita versions. I'll probably attempt this a couple more times, then I'll be done for the video. So after this try, I'm going to do 3 more tries, and then no, 4 more tries. 4 more tries, and then I'll be done. That would stink if I got this right after the video ended. Well, I wouldn't be exactly mad. I'd be happy because I'd be getting a shiny. But that'd be awesome if I got it on the video for once. So I made, what, about 4 shiny Pokemon videos and didn't get any of them actually showing up on screen, you know, with the sparkle. Because 2 of them were starters and 2 of them were legends. And the only one I got in battle format was the Torchic and the Ho-Oh. Which I'm glad at least Ho-Oh is probably the closest to an actual beginning of a battle as I could get. Because right when I seen its shiny form, I shut the DS, my 3DS, and froze it right then. Just 4 more tries if it's not shiny. Come on, Froakie. Froakie. Rats. Feels like Froakie just doesn't want to be shiny. But I'm not giving up on it. If it took me a long time to get Charmander, I can wait. Even though it's going to drive me crazy while doing it. Man, I cannot wait for Chuck Conroy to kind of finish his Black and White Let's Play, just because I want to see him go to Gen 6. I mean, technically, if you want to go story-wise, he would have to go to Black 2 and White 2, because it's 2 years events after the first 2. Which would be great to see, because it's Chuck Conroy and Pokemon videos, and they're always fun to watch. Been watching his videos for nearly 10 years. I can't remember what year. Oh, no, it was 10 years. I watched him when he did his Diamond Pearl Let's Play years ago. It's been 11 years almost. Wow. Man, time went by fast. Back when Chuck Conroy actually used to do new game release videos instead of waiting years until they can do it. Don't get me wrong, I'm still subbed to him and I'm watching his videos all the time. I just wish that he would do more Pokemon Let's Plays, because they're his best ones by far, personally to me. I like his Mario Let's Plays too, though. I couldn't stand Animal Crossing, so I don't care for that. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate comments and dislikes for all the stuff I said about stuff. But they're my thoughts. What I think. So this is try number 3, just 2 more after this. But yeah, I wouldn't see him skip Black 2 White 2 just for the moment, so we can continue story-wise for him, so he can get to X and Y. And then probably skip the remakes of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, just for now. And then go to Sun and Moon, and then skip Ultra Sun and Moon. And then he can go back and play like Black 2, White 2, then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I just really want to see him go through Gen 6. So bad. It's probably one of my top 3 favorite generations. For reasons, oh man. Come on, Froakie. For reasons that I really like the anime. The games were a tad bit on the easy side and not much to do after the rewards, which were the only disappointing things in the games. Oh, excuse me. But I really like Gen 6 music. Like the graphical style. The anime was fantastic. I just can't get over the anime. My brain's kind of going crazy right now. Oh, I'm so tired. Nice. So one more try after this. Nothing yet on Rowlet, so... Oh, come on, stop turning crooked. I need a capture card so bad. Been almost on YouTube for 7 years and I still can't afford one. And I don't know how to really work them, too. I had to teach myself a lot of things on this. Yeah, I cannot wait to see Chugga Conroy do those. I wouldn't mind seeing him do like any other games, like maybe Super Mario Odyssey would be amazing to see him play. Because it's a phenomenal game. I think he's done Galaxy and Galaxy 2 already, so I can't really say those, because they're some of my favorite games ever. I can't remember if he'd done Wind Waker. Because I know he likes Zelda. But I can't remember if he's ever done the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I would have to see. If he hasn't, then I definitely want to see him play that. It's my favorite Zelda game of all time. Come on, Froakie. Alright, so not this time. One last time. I think, when was the last time he's actually done a Kirby Let's Play? I would like to see him do Star Allies with like a group of friends, like Messianella. If he knew Chatronic, that'd be awesome to see him play with Chad on that game. And then Pro Jared. Man, those four would be amazing to just watch on that game. Kind of wish that Chugga would do like a little bit more of like a face cam for some of his like multiplayer mode games. Come on, Froakie. This is the last chance you got for this video. My camera is dying. I'm getting a little tired. And I really want you to be a shiny boy, Froakie. Come on, please. Come on. But tell me in the comments below if this is going to be the end. What you guys enjoy speaking of this video. What do you think of my shiny hunt videos? Are they fun to watch? They're kind of depressing for what I talk about sometimes, because I feel like I am depressing you guys, or more awkward than anything. I'm sorry about anything if I made you feel a little awkward on that dad thing. Have you gotten any shinies before? And if you have, what were they? I would really like to know. It's fun to see and talk and hear about or read about other people's experiences with shiny Pokemon. Because my very first shiny Pokemon I've ever gotten was not that doesn't count for the Gyarados, but my very first was actually in Pokemon Emerald version, and I was surfing to go to Mount Chimney to encounter like Team Magma or something like that. No shiny. But anyway, I encountered while surfing a shiny Tentacool. That's one of my earliest memories of a shiny Pokemon, well, wild shiny Pokemon. I captured it, and I knew about shinies. I just didn't hunt because it wasn't really a thing back in mid 2000s, that much. So, my thumb. But yeah, I've also encountered a Purloin in Black 2, or I think it was Black 2. And accidentally knocked it out, and boy did it make me mad, because I used my weakest Pokemon on my team, a Patrat, and of course it got a critical hit and knocked it right out. I was so mad, because it was amazing looking. Purloin is not one of my favorite Pokemon, but I do like its shiny. And man, did it make me mad that I failed it. It hurt. Big. But it wasn't as bad as like if I would lose like a legend or something, or a starter Pokemon. So that wasn't too terrible. I think I've encountered a shiny Poochyena. I think I failed it. I think it's either I failed it or I caught it. I cannot remember. But I know for sure I failed a shiny Marill once. But I didn't really care for Marill, so I guess it wasn't too much of a loss. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. No, I think that might be all. That shiny Swan is what got me really back into starting to do these videos, and kind of, well, before videos, but just shiny hunting in general. But tell me what you guys and girls think of this video, and tell me your experiences with shiny Pokemon. See you guys next time. Wish me luck, or pray for me, and God bless.